Hello, Alex Sturgeon, HobbyTown HobbyPlex, and it's been a while, but we're going to do what's new. There's a lot of stuff, which means this is going to be a long video, so I apologize in advance. But stick around because you'll see all the cool stuff that you get to buy for Christmas time, because that's what it is now. Black Friday's in a couple days at the time of this video, so let's show some stuff off, shall we? All right, first off, got the new trucks from HPI, a name that has been around forever that has finally kind of come about and released some cool new stuff. And they're dipping into the world of our 18 scale scale crawling, which is a great idea because it's a great market right now, and it's relatively inexpensive compared to everything else, so it's a good time to come out with it. They've got the Toyota Hilux, the 1985, the Back to the Future edition, of course, the Venture 18 U4 Ford Bronco, and then just in today, the Venture 18cc comp crawler, and that one looks really good. We had a special order on that one already, so I'm excited to see how that thing runs. Redcat has been coming out with some goodies. Unfortunately, we don't have the 32nd scale sent to show you guys for the video, but we do have it. We're just out of it right now because we keep selling out of them, and we need to order more of them. So that's what we did, but they're on the way. Scout 2 brushless. They also have the regular Scout 2 over there, and then the Ascent Apex. This is that one that everybody was really chomping at the bit for. Kind of like the Venture comp crawler. It's a comp crawler version of their like a shrunk down version of that Apex of theirs. The Fusion, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yep. These came in this week. They were supposed to be released on the 18th. I think we got ours on the 19th. Doesn't matter. We've already sold some. It's the 1/30th scale Ford Bronco, and we are getting the Wranglers in, I believe, next week, maybe middle of December. So check that little guy out. That's pretty rad. Little interior in there and everything. Looks really nice. Is that an interior? Oh no, it's not. Never mind. Don't listen to a word I said. I don't know what I'm talking about. Roast me in the comments. I don't care. Helps the algorithm out, right? The VRD mullet from Vanquish. So this is a straight axle front end with a portal axle rear end. Lost my train of thought there. And something that has been kind of going on out there in the world of competition crawling, and Vanquish is like, hey, we should just make one of our own. And so they did. So you can buy a kit, and then you can turn it into a mullet. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's pretty rad. I ordered this. Nobody's bought it yet. You guys need to... Somebody needs to come in here and get it, because then it makes me look smart. And I like looking smart. This probably should have been over there, but it's here, so we're just going to go with it. This is the new RS200 Mini Rally VXL from Traxxas. It is $429, but it is brushless. And when you take it out of the package and you actually set it down, it's almost the size of a 10 scale car. So you look at like the RS4s and stuff. Of course, obviously the RS4 3, the RS4, not the RS4. What do we call that thing? The RS4 is HPI. Yeah. What's the other one? The Fortec. Jesus, Fortex. Yeah. Okay, so you put it next to a Fortec, and it's actually pretty similar in size, except when you get to the bigger scale one that they made, the Fortec 3. I almost did it again. RS4. I don't know why I have that on my mind. Anyways. There it is. I was going to do an unboxing on that. I probably should have, but we just didn't have time. Couldn't get it in. Alright, these are really cool. So I saw these online. They've been online for a while, and luckily enough, we're now able to get some Endura stuff, which is pretty awesome. And so these are those rubber inserts. So they have like the same squishy pattern as a 3D printed insert for your crawling tire now, but they're rubber, and so they're actually softer, and they give a little bit more. So if you grab them from the side, they're hard, but they're not like super hard like the 3D printed ones. And then they squish down on the top. Look at that. That's crazy. So only difference is they're slightly heavier than a 3D printed insert, but they seem to be really popular so far because we can't keep them in stock, so people haven't been buying them. Upgrade crawler tires. This should be the last of our crawler stuff. So the razor wire and then the rock claw. And the razor wire is more of like any of you guys watching this that had the HB Rovers back in the day, they were actually a banned tire because they don't really look like a real tire, I guess, or they were too good or something like that, so they banned them. And then the Ruptures from J Concepts kind of had that same sort of pattern. Well, this is their take on that right there, okay? And then the Rock Claws, they kind of have their own sort of more, I guess, realistic pattern, if you want to call it that. But they got the nice lugs on the outside too. So buddy mine was using these the last week that we did our crawler events out there on a Tuesday before it started to get dark and cold, and he really liked them. So got those in. We also have, I just want to show you guys, well, we got the opportunity back here. This is going to be a long video, but just showcase our stuff a little bit here. We have got lots of tires from Reefs, J Concepts, Proline, Upgrade, and then there is even some Vanquish ones around here somewhere. And then while we're at it, just want to show our 10-scale crawling selection so you guys can come in here and get all your cool stuff for it. We got all these cool wheels. We got them from OT6, we got them from Reefs, we got them from Vanquish, SSD, and we got all these different hubs and stuff that work with them too, and all the inserts. So it's good stuff, and we have a lot of it. So come buy it. All right, moving on. Spektrum radios, got 3 new ones. The DXC Plus, which replaces like the DX6C, okay? The DX Pro, which is a 12-channel dual protocol. Pretty sure this is their new like mid-level radio that replaces, I think, like the DX5 Pro, if I'm not mistaken. And then the IX SR Plus. This obviously is their newest flagship radio that would have replaced the DX6. The DX6? Yeah, whatever that one is. That was also Android interface and really expensive and all that stuff. But this one's cool because it comes in a new carrying case. That's foam. I don't know. It's gonna be. Anyways, all right. Bunch of new cars have come out since we last did a what's new in the summertime. So, Traxxas Mini / 4x4, Traxxas Max Ultimate. We'll go back to that. So the Team Associated T7, their new stadium truck. We've got the new Gorgon and Quake Grom, the new small ones. I've actually seen these in person, got to play with them a little bit, and I'm not going to say they're indestructible, but kids were jumping them off like a 6-foot ledge onto a concrete parking lot, and they weren't breaking. So I was actually really impressed by these. So they've actually been doing really well too. They've been not flying off the shelves, but they've been selling pretty steady. The new Earnhardt 3 and 8 car from the NASCAR race car that Horizon Hobby has now, and they've been hitting hard. And of course, I don't know what else to say about this. So like, I don't watch NASCAR anymore, mainly because these two are gone. I listened to the Dale Jr. podcast, and of course, Dale Earnhardt. I was watching that race, and that was pretty crazy. So, got the new X-Max MT, and we've got some new bodies. In fact, this one just came today. And Ben, what year of Chevy is that?
Just OBS body style.
It's 90s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one, and then of course the Bigfoot, we got that one too. So, got the bodies, and then we got the truck. So come in and buy that because I ordered one of those, and nobody's bought one yet. So it's kind of making me look stupid. Don't want that. Maybe you do. I don't know. Real quick, the T6s here are on sale since they're the older version, so can't tell you how much they are, but they're definitely way cheaper than what they were when they were brand new. What else do we got? Let's come on down here. You can see our awesome battery and speed controller and motor case while we're heading down this way. Got some new batteries, so some high-end race batteries from Exalt. This is a 6400. It's got some good numbers there, and when it was tested, so that's pretty new, September 23rd. Coyote. I mean, it's got a Coyote logo, so I assume it's pronounced Coyote. That's a 1-cell for the guys that are downstairs running like GT12. And then the new ProTech stock spec battery, so an even higher C rating, and it's 5600. We got some new stuff for the micros and the minis. So Electron, this is from EcoPower. It's for the low C Micro B, or maybe even like the new HPI Micro, which was supposed to be in this video, but we haven't gotten them yet. So they will be maybe one day. And then the 1/18 scale EcoPower version of that too. Their 4600 brushless motor combo. Pretty cheap, so 49 bucks. And this little guy is actually a lot more. Okay, new tires. So there's some new 8 scale tires. So we run indoor clay for 8 scale. One of the very few tracks that actually needs clay tires that I know of, really, because we're indoor in the wintertime, and obviously we're on a clay surface. So we used to run gold ellipses. That's totally changed now. So now we have a little bit more of a variety. So from J Concepts, we got the Overdose, and this comes in a silver compound. And then we've got the Dirt Web 2s, and these come in silver and the new G3 compound, which is basically like should be pretty close to the old gold. I think it's a little bit, I actually think it's a little bit softer. Promotion, we got their Havoc in a clay compound. You can see that tread, kind of see that tread pattern. It's probably glaring a little bit. But again, any sort of indoor bar type tire is going to work here. Protex got new wheels out. It's not like a earth-shattering event in the world of RC, but it does help us out a little bit because they're just a tad bit cheaper than everybody else's wheels. We just got these in, so hopefully they hold up to the 10 degrees cold that it gets out there in the wintertime when we're racing without doing anything extra like boiling them in water to make them softer or anything like that. So we got the J Concepts Pioneer wheel for 8 scales, and they also make them for truggies. We haven't gotten those in yet, but I love this wheel. I run this wheel on all my 10 scale stuff. And then finally, because it's over here, we got some more upgrade tires. So these are the, we actually have a little bit more of a variety of these for the Groms, but just to showcase that we've got them. This is like the Desert Claw, and they just bolt right on. Should be 12 millimeter. Might be able to use these in some other cars too. Okay, that's it for this side of the store. We're gonna find some other stuff and show you what we got. All right, we're over here in the airplane area, and you can see, I want them to pan and just take a nice video. We have a huge airplane selection, and helicopters, of course, and parts, and props, and batteries, and receivers, and transmitters, and simulators, and all that stuff. But these are the new ones. So Carbon Cub, this is the Cletus McFarlane Special Edition. We actually have quite a few of these still. We ordered a lot of them. Carbon Cub, so this one, when people come in and they're like, hey, I've never flown before, and I want to take it out to the field here in Omaha, or I got, live outside of city limits and stuff. The Carbon Cub is always the one that I would have them go to, just because it's got the big fat tires on it. So I would now get them to come to this one. So yeah. Anyways, moving on. The Micro Scrappy 800 millimeter, another really cool plane. E-Flight's been turning these things out, and they're really pretty scale, actually, doing a really good job. Of course, they're all foam, so you can crash them and not have them just obliterate themselves like you could with a balsa plane back in the day. The UMX Erratics, so 3D. So this one, I believe, is a new version of one that was out a couple years ago. And what's really cool about this one, I've owned this plane, is it's got this like auto hover mode, so you can do these. I forget what they're called, but you can like sit there and spin and hover at the same time, and it has really good control. And then you can not do that and do all the 3D stuff and do it inside of this relatively small confined place, because this does not require a huge area to fly it. So it's good stuff. Finally, the Airbus A320neo twin. You'd be surprised how many people that come in and they ask specifically for like an airliner RC plane, or even like a model. And there are some models out there, but there hasn't really been a radio-controlled passenger plane until this one that I know of, right? At least not from an American company. So yeah, it's good stuff. Okay, that does that one. Let's move on. Okay, I wanted to talk about, first and foremost, how good of a Warhammer store we are. We actually have a lot of really good Warhammer. We got a lot of paint. We have a bunch of new releases coming out on Friday. What is it going to be? What is today?
26th.
26th? So the 28th. Yeah, I knew that. So we've had these. These are a couple new kill teams. Dead Silence, Stealth versus Savagery in a Sinister Tomb World. And then I will say, the guys at Warhammer really do their cover art well. They've got some of the coolest cover art. So, a bunch of new armies coming out, and so get close up with this one and that one. I love that one. That one's cool. You know Henry Cavill plays this Superman, or I guess The Witcher. What else was he? Oh, he was Wolverine in Deadpool. So, anyways, these are all really cool. So, that one's really neat too. That's Crusher, Stampede, Lances of the Crimson Keep over here, and Hellforged Warband. And then we do have the newest Pokemon, Phantasmal Flames, and we do have a couple trainer toolkits left. We're limiting people to 2 packs for the moment until it stops getting crazy. And then we're also limiting people to just 1 other Pokemon each item. So right now all we have are toolkits. So basically you could buy 1 of these and you can buy 2 of those. But if we had other Pokemon, you could buy just one of each one. You can't just come in and scoop them all up and then put them on eBay. So, all right, let's move on, shall we? All right, speaking of Pokemon, we've got this 4D build, Pokemon, Star Wars, and Stranger Things. So you can see here, Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur, Pikachu, right? And they're like models that you build, but they're 3D. I don't know why they call them 4D, but whatever, it's 3D. You got C-3PO and R2-D2 up here, and then your Demogorgon from Stranger Things, which, as we're filming this, I'm pretty sure the newest episodes will be out tonight of Season 5, final season. I'm going to binge that. I'm going to be super tired. It's going to suck. Beyond that, though, we've got the other 4D build stuff. So R2-D2, Millennium Falcon, got some heads here, Darth Vader, Boba. I don't know who that is. I didn't watch Squid Game, so I don't care. And then, yeah, big giant tool lot, or a puzzle aisle. Not tools, puzzles. Jeez. Yeah, let's see what else we got. Okay, we touched on this when we did our last video. It's been a while, so I'm trying to remember, but I know it was in the summertime. And we had started carrying some Powersports, right? Well, we added e-bikes to the list, so we've got a variety of e-bikes now. And then, of course, we have our quads. A couple different varieties and sizes of those. And the 2-seater go-kart, which is pretty awesome. It's actually got 3 speeds, which is pretty rad. Pretty sure that one's an auto start too, right?
Yep.
He's nodding his head, helping me out. And then got the big quad over here, the Super Mach, the Redcat CT200, and then these little guys. And these are called Pebbles. So we've had the boulders, now we have Pebbles, which is pretty awesome. And I believe these two actually have reverse. Am I getting that right?
Yep.
Yeah, they do. So the rest of them don't have reverse, huh?
All the 125s do, but the Teo boulders did not.
Oh, the boulders did not.
Yep.
You're right. Yeah.
Yep.
What's cool about those though too is those have the key fob. So if your kid's being stupid or falls off of it, you can quit the bike or whatever. And then it's got the little thing here too that you put it on his wrist, so if he falls off the bike, it quits automatically anyways. I'm trying to get all that right. So just a reminder that we do offer a SEMA leasing, and they're having a special right now. So it's $10 down. It used to be $50, and then every once in a while it's $30. But right now it's $10, and you can just pay $10, and then as your initial payment, and then take this thing home, and then your payments are set up afterwards. So that's a good deal, and this stuff's pretty rad. So it's been doing really well for us. Mostly everybody's been happy that I've seen, and it's kind of cool that we have more of a variety than we did when we started out. So I think that's it. Let's find some more stuff. Okay, these are called Punchkins, and they got little sayings on them, and they're really funny. And I thought I'd show you guys some of these because I don't know. It just let me see. Okay, I run on coffee and chaos. You could give that to like a hardworking friend of yours. Less haters, more taters. See, it's a potato with melted butter on top of it. Fueled by anxiety. So I probably need that one. What else is there? Oh. I like big buns, and I cannot lie. If you know what song I'm talking about, congratulations. You're also old like me. Here's a donut that says "Bite Me." Getting old blows. That's for happy birthday. My birthday's coming up. Oh, lose that frowny, eat a brownie. I thought that said lose that frown, eat a brown. I don't know. It's not really what it was. There's a Netflix and chill teddy bear up there. So if you go on a date, you could bring this with you. Could be a good conversation starter. I'm fine. Everything's fine. What is this one? You're all that and dim sum. Oh, I get it. It's a dim sum. God, what do they call those? Dumpling. It's a dumpling. Anyways, okay. I think it's pretty funny. So you should come in and buy these. These are pretty funny and useful. Okay. Listen, I don't get it, but it doesn't matter what I get or don't get. We have Labubu. I believe this is all Labubu. So people have been really excited when they come in here and they walk through the front door and they just automatically see that we have Labubu. So if you're looking for Labubu, here you go. So have a seat Labubu, Wacky Mart. Is that the same thing? It's Pop Mart, right? Big into energy. You know what's funny is there's a South Park episode on this, and they got this box on there, and it was like identical. They did a really good job. So obviously they've either went out and bought it or it doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm not gonna go through every single one. Let's go over here. We also have all this stuff. I believe it's related to Labubu. All of this right here. You should come in here and get all these by row so that they can see what we have. There's some bigger ones down there. Again, I don't get it, but it doesn't matter what I get. Open these up, put it on TikTok, do what you need to do. We have it here, and it's yeah, it's pretty cool. I think. I don't know. Okay, while we're over here, Rail Cubes. This is brand new, and we actually had a display up, and I got to look at them, and they're actually really cool and really fun, and your kids would have a really good time with it. So you set it up. They can like go up a wall. They can hang over a table. You can pretty much set it up to whatever your imagination will let you do. Of course, there's you know, pre-made setups and stuff, but they're kind of like Legos. Like you can like take them apart, put them together, and set it up however you want. So kind of a cool thing. Be a really good gift. They're not crazy expensive. Where are you at? Yeah, $84.99. So not terrible. Be a pretty good gift for a young kid or even an adult. Who knows? Maybe they like them. All right, I figured since it's almost Christmas time, and no better time to check out some toys. So we have obviously we're a big toy store. Don't get me wrong. Everything in here probably can be considered a toy, but this aisle in particular has a lot of just like stocking stuffers and little stuff here and there, knickknacks, or games, things to keep kids busy, you know, all that going on. So let's check it out. So there's some games here. I believe like Uno, that's a classic. Raymond Fury's been a really good one the last for however long as that's been around. That Taco Cat goat cheese pizza. We've actually had people come and ask for that by name. We've got these plus things, so they're kind of like Legos. You're like can put them together and just make stuff, right? Got some stuffies over here. The Littlest Pet Shops. Lava lamps. I actually should ask for a lava lamp for Christmas. I had a lava lamp for a long time, and then it burned out, and I never did replace it. So there you go, lava lamps. Don't go to Spencer's. Come to HobbyTown for your lava lamps. Let's see. A new take on oh God, what's that? On slime, right? That's what that is. So there's Strawberry Glow, Egg Hunt, Butterfly Twist, Marshmallow Puff. Air tubes are kind of fun. Not kind of, but you know what I mean. Like it's another thing you kind of build and you can set it up however way you want, and you push the ball through the tube. Silly putty. How can you go wrong with silly putty? They're still $1.50 after all these years. You got Aaron's slime. The Wicked Pranks thing. So you got like fake bugs, a cut finger, a whoopee cushion, poop. I finally get to say poop again in one of these videos. Yo-yos, right? What else do we got? There's some more like good luck trolls. And check this out. Right there. Robo Alive. It's pretty neat. Some more stuffies. Some pullback cars. There's some magic. Where's the magic at? Did we go buy the magic? Oh, right here. So, magic cards, melting coins, chains, lights from anywhere. Some magic. There's a Marvin's Magic box of tricks there. That's always a popular thing to get for Christmas time. A bunch of Rubik's Cube stuff. So there's the official Rubik's Cube, and then the 5x5, the 4x4, the triangle one, the Tower Tour, the Rubik's Race, Lucky Bird. So this is like that thing that it's weighted so that and then it goes down and touches the water and then comes back up and wafers a little bit and then goes back down. Let's see, some more toys here like this Foosbots, more stuffies. You've got the world's smallest stuff. They keep coming out with new stuff every single time. There's some we just sold one of these Pretendables. So this is like a taco thing, like a taco kit. Wouldn't recommend actually eating it, but your kids could make you tacos and then you could pretend. Anybody who's had a daughter probably knows how to do that. We got the bow and arrows over here. We've got the rubber band guns, and we've got some disc golf and some rocket kite rubber band things. Remember this thing right here, the CNC? We got that. Look at that. Hold on. It was even the cow one. How cool is that? I didn't expect that to be the cow one. We still have some Star Wars figures, so we got Darth Vader here and Luke Skywalker. You have Anakin. So you have Anakin, who is Darth Vader, spoiler alert, and then, yeah, he's like, Luke. You know, he never actually, did he actually say, Luke, I am your father? I don't think so. I am your father. Okay, I think that's enough embarrassment for one video. Yeah, so it's Black Friday. By the time this is up, it'll be Thanksgiving, then it'll be Black Friday on Friday, and that's when stuff really starts to go for us, if it hasn't already. And big weekend ahead of us, and of course a big month of December. Got lots of cool stuff here, got a lot of new stuff, got a lot of old stuff too. But you'll find it at your favorite hobby store here at the HobbyTown HobbyPlex in Omaha, Nebraska. Thanks for watching. We'll make another video for you soon. Make sure that you subscribe, like, tell your friends.